I'll go ahead and call the meeting to order, the joint ETZ meeting for the city of Elkhorn and the town of LaFayette at 5:30 p.m. Do we have a quorum, Sherry?
Yes, we do.
Wonderful. Then at this time, I will just ask for a motion and action to name a chairperson for tonight's meeting.
Would we like to do a roll call first?
Absolutely, go ahead.
Boardman.
Yeah.
Stacko.
Here.
Wetke.
Here.
Smadgy.
Here.
Steffen.
Here.
Strausser. Okay.
I'd like to make a motion to nominate Jim as the chairperson.
I'll second.
Wonderful. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Jim, I will let you take it over from here.
Okay. Accept the motion to adjourn into public hearing. Do you have a motion?
I'll make a motion to adjourn to the public hearing.
All right, second. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, the public hearing is Dylan Rush applicant, Dwayne Deacons owner, vacant partial KLF 1900006 off Cobb Road and Potter Road, town of Lafayette. The rezone request is for approximately 22 acres of land from A1 to A5. Now, to set the record straight, is that anybody wishing to be heard at the public hearing? Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm Dylan. Can I go ahead and speak now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, my name's.
Come up to either the table or to the podium, either one.
Does this work?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, trained the other day.
Yeah, no, all good. Go ahead. Okay.
Okay. You state your name and your address, please?
Yeah, Dylan Roosh, and then 3290 Creekwood Circle, Jackson, Wisconsin. Yeah, just wanted to thank everyone for being here, both parties. As you mentioned, I'm under contract to purchase approximately 22 acres from Dwayne Deacons at the corner of Cobb and Potter Road. Looking to rezone approximately 14 of those 22 acres from A1 to A5. Some of that acreage is county C4 and county A1, but really those approximately 14 to 15 acres within the city of Elkhorn's ETZ area is what I'm looking to get approval to rezone. Obviously, it's in the ETZ, so that's why we're all here today. The rezone has already received town plan commission and board approval, and I think there's a few factors that really make this plan a good candidate for a rezone. I'm really just looking to have the same A5 zoning as the majority of the nearby parcels. Across the street, all 6 parcels are zoned A5. And then just west of this parcel, 13 of the next 14 are zoned A5. Like I mentioned, this is in the city's ETZ district. It's already part of the city's future land use plan as low density residential, which was established, I believe, more than 9 years ago. And then for anyone concerned about some massive subdivision with houses stacked on top of each other, that's not the plan here. Really the plan is to have 6 to 7 kind of larger estate type lots, all with access to Cobb Road and Potter Road. So my intention is to have no new roads put in for this. So really to summarize, I think a rezoned A5 aligns with the zoning of almost every other parcel in the location and in that area. It's already part of the ETZ, obviously, in the city planning, and the city plan, I should say, and really feel like this idea would be a fit within the fabric of what's already there from a parcel and a home standpoint. So really appreciate everyone's time here tonight, and I'm excited to work with the city, town, and county in the weeks and months ahead.
Is that partial east or west side of Cobb Road
West side of Cobb.
and the south side of Potter?
Correct. Yep.
Behind the Mormon church?
Exactly.
Or adjacent to it, okay.
Yep.
Now, can we ask any questions if we?
Not until you close the hearing, not until you close the hearing. once everybody's spoken. Then we'll discuss it later.
Anybody else wishing to be heard on the request to rezone?
I just have a couple questions.
Yeah, come on up and address them, and we'll see if they can be answered.
Okay. So we went to the township meeting as well. And they appointed 3 people to the ETZ committee.
Your name and address?
Yeah, Sabrina Hanson and 5839 Cobb Road. Our property butts up to this property.
Can you give me your name, please, and your address?
Yeah, I just did. Sabrina Hanson
Okay,
and 5839 Cobb.
okay, all right.
So when we were at that township meeting, they appointed 3 people to the ETZ to come to the meeting tonight, but the quorum is only 2.
There's actually, there's 2 from Lafayette.
Right,
There's 3 from Elkhorn.
okay,
And that's typical. It's like a 6-man crew,
okay,
all right? Obviously, one of the Lafayette is not here, but we have a quorum to that 6.
okay. I wasn't sure because they appointed a 3rd, so I
Yeah,
thought
we
they
only
had to
need
be
a
here.
total of 4 people too,
Okay.
okay?
The other question I had was, it was my understanding that a letter was going to be mailed out to every resident 200 feet from this property. Allison was the one that told me that, and I had 2 calls into the city to ask about it because we never got a letter. So I just was curious, like, is that required to be sent out? Because we never got anything.
Yes, the 200,
Like, we got that when the solar farm went
Well-
up. It was, a letter was sent out to everyone.
okay, you own the land, but you don't live there?
No, we live there.
Okay, all right. And you didn't get a notice?
No, no letter was sent.
And that's up to the township to mail that letter, is it not?
I think the
Because it's
city
Lafayette
mailed it
Township.
the last time we got it.
It's Allison's.
Yeah, she's on it. You're muted, Allison, if you were trying to talk.
So I mean, I'm happy to clarify this later, as well, but I did receive some correspondence from neighboring property owners, and, they had mentioned that they did not receive a public hearing notice in the mail. A public hearing notice should have been published in the paper and sent out to neighboring property owners. I have to investigate further, but the neighboring property owner letters unfortunately may have been missed. I don't know, at this time, right at this exact moment, but it looks like the mailers may have not been sent out by city staff, which has to be done. So if that is the case, unfortunately, this evening, we may need to table this matter and hold a new public hearing after we've re-noticed the property owners.
So what you're saying is that the hearing, public hearing is closed and any action on this matter is closed or postponed until which time reschedule of a date and a notice has been sent out. Is that correct?
We will very likely have to do that. And Sherry, I can, ask you to clarify, but it sounds like from the email that I received earlier today, those notices did not go out. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay, so then yes, if there is anybody else who would like to speak this evening, that is fine. You're more than happy to allow them to speak if they're in the audience. And apologies in advance to the applicant who is there this evening. But because that was missed and it is legally required for us to notify those property owners, unfortunately, it looks like we may need to renotice this and take action at a future date. You can still receive feedback at tonight's meeting. We can still discuss it, but the joint ETZ committee cannot make a recommendation to move this forward to the Common Council. It will need to be tabled.
So at this time, we should close the public hearing.
Is there somebody else?
There's
that wants
anybody
to be
else?
heard?
See if anybody
You
else.
have to ask,
Anybody else?
you have
Well,
to ask if anybody else wishes to be heard.
anybody else to be heard on the public hearing? Second call, anybody wishing to be heard on the public hearing for the rezone request? And for the third time, anyone wishing to be heard for the rezone request? If not, the public hearing is closed. And now we cannot take any action on it, Allison?
But we can discuss it.
Hmm?
We can discuss it, but we can't.
You can discuss it, and after discussion, I would recommend that somebody make a motion to table the rezone request until the public hearing has been renoticed to a future date. I will just briefly go over my report, just to let you know that the proposed rezone that Dylan is requesting is for approximately 22 acres. It's to rezone an area from A1 to A5 zoning. This is a consistent rezone with the neighboring properties, and it is also consistent with the City of Elkhorn's 2040 comprehensive plan, which shows this area as low density residential. So I would have been recommending approval of the rezone at tonight's meeting. Unfortunately, just due to technical reasons only, we should not be making that recommendation. Moving this forward to a future date, we can discuss future meeting dates and times. I just need enough time to get this renoticed. That takes about 2 weeks, two weeks in the paper, and we'll get notices out to all of the surrounding residents as soon as possible.
Okay. Anybody on the commission have any questions or statements or?
So, Dylan, when you're talking, you said the 14 acres is what you want. Do you want the all 22 or just the 14?
Yeah, is it better if I step up
Yeah.
here? Okay. Yeah, so I'm purchasing all 22, and really the main thing for that is that's what Dwayne wants to sell, because that's where the tree line winds up. But like the 14 that you mentioned, I think it's like 14.2 or 14.7. That's part of the city ETZ. So that's what I'm looking for. I guess city rezoning approval for those 14 acres. And then it's my understanding that I would need to work with the county at the county A1 level. There's some shoreland area right near the creek, and then between the ETZ area and the shoreland area, there's a very small amount of county A1 that I'll just need to work with the county on. Yeah, you can see it there. And even, yeah, I think it's that shaded part between kind of the triangle at the southwest that says C4, and then kind of what's shaded blue, I believe, is the county A1.
Okay, thank you.
Anybody else have a question? If not,
I make a motion to table this to a further date. We get all our ducks in a row to take care of this.
do I have a second to the motion?
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. And then we will go into adjournment.
If I could just really briefly, again, apologies to the applicant who came out this evening, and my sincerest apologies for the technicality here. I will work with city staff to get this renoticed as soon as possible, and I will be in touch with you tomorrow to let you know of the next available meeting. And thank you to the town for coming this evening as well.
Very good. Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All those in favor?
I'll second that.
Opposed? Motion carried.